Hello there, in this video we are going to attempt the try it yourself section of using if statement with list, which is the last section of chapter 5. So let's begin with 5-8. 5-8 hello admin. So first let's create a file, touch hello underscore admin.py, and let's open the file hello admin.py. Make a list of 5 or more users, including the name admin. Imagine you are writing code that will print a greeting to each user. After they log in to your website, loop through the list and print a greeting to each user. If the username is admin, print a special greeting such as hello admin, would you like to see a status report? Otherwise, print a generic greeting such as hello Jaden, thank you for logging in again. Okay. So let's create a list of usernames. Let me zoom in a little bit so it's clearer to see. Usernames, and I always use the names Alice. Let's do lowercase this time. Alice, Bob, Charlie. Not very original, is it? And finally we can put admin anywhere. Let's make him the first one. So we got 5 names and admin is the first one. We can loop through them for name in usernames. If name is admin, we're gonna print hello. Let's use an F string. Hello admin. Hello admin. Would you like to see the status report? Otherwise, we are just gonna print the name. Hello Jaden. Thanks for logging in again. So that's just the first example. Let's run it and move on to the second one. Oh, I made a mistake. It wasn't supposed to be Jaden. It was supposed to be name. So hello Alice, hello Bob, hello Charlie, hello Eric. Now I guess this is it for this one. If you want to line them up, now the names aren't lining right. If you want it to line them up, there is actually a trick, which is I think we can, if we do 8, that will work. Yep. Now that's just a nice trick that you can remember, but that's it for this example. Let's try. And then the second one builds on top of this one. So it is saying if the list is empty, we are going to print a new message that we don't have any users. Add an if test to helloadmin.py to make sure the list of users is not empty. If the list is empty, print the message we need to find some users. Okay. So let's do it. If username, so that's how you check if a list is not empty. So if the list has items, we will loop through them. Otherwise, we can say we need to find more users. Now Python hello admin.py. Hello admin.py, we got the same result. We can set usernames to an empty list. And now we will see our else message. Python hello admin.py, we need to find more users. Now checking username, this one is interesting. And we'll need to create a new file for it. Clear touch checking usernames.py. Let me open it. Checking usernames.py. And in this one we have a list of users, so I could copy the usernames again, and we have a set of new users. Now the question says we should repeat some usernames from the original list. So let's say Bob, Charlie, and we can add a few more, Fred and Greg and Iris. So we have some new users and some existing usernames, and we want to check if the user belongs to the list of usernames or not, because when you are creating a new username on a website, the website actually checks if the username already exists or not. That's the behavior we want to simulate. So in order to do that, we can loop through for new user, for I can say new user and new users, and check if new user and username, and print new user needs a new a different username. Else I can say print. Now again, new username is available. Now I can run the code Python checking usernames.py. Bob needs a different username, Charlie needs a different username, otherwise these three are available. Now as an added challenge, what if they try a username like Bob with a capital B or Charlie with a capital E, something like that? Those tricks shouldn't work. Now all of them become available, so how do we fix a behavior like this? Well, you can create a new usernames list, and you don't need to create a new list. What you can do, you can actually make it lower and also strip it here. So before the test, you will remove the spaces and make it lower so it matches the name in the list. That's all you need to do, and that will work. Python checking usernames. Now Bob needs a different username. Again, it is showing the capital one because we are printing the item directly from the list, but before checking we are making it lower and stripping it. So that's one way to do it. Now in the book it is saying to do this you will need to make a copy of current users containing the lowercase versions of existing users. I don't know what this means, but that's one way to solve it. Now finally, let's move on to the last one, ordinal numbers. Let's clear the screen and create a new file, ordinal numbers.py. Let's open the file, ordinal numbers. The idea is that you have a list of numbers from 1 to any number, and then this is what you want to print: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and so on. So after first, second, third, the number is gonna end with th. So you need a few if, elif, else statements in the for first, second, third, and for rest of the numbers we can just print th. How do we do it? Well, first we need numbers. Now you can type it yourself, but last time, if you remember, we have learned how to use range. I can start from 1 to 10. I will get numbers from 1 to 9. And now I can look through them for num. In nums, if num is equal to 1, we are gonna print we're gonna just print first. Elif num is 2, we can print second. But finally, for any other number, we just need third, or not third, sorry, we need num and th. And yes, I made a mistake. We need a special case for 3 as well. If it's 3, we need third. For everything else, it's just num and th. Now let's make our console a little bigger and let's see. Python ordinal numbers.py. We got first to ninth. Now the good thing about range is that you can test with different numbers. If we had typed them out, it would be hard to make adjustment to it, but now we can start from 1. We can go to 100, so we will get to 99. We'll get to 99. And we got to 99. Now we are printing and it is messing up with our console. Next time we will learn about filing, but I can give you a little bit of flavor about filing. You can create a file called output.txt. Now instead of printing, you can do f.write, and in the end I think we will also need a new line at the end of all of these, and finally we close the file. Now this will actually create a file for us and we will not see anything on the console. And, oh, I made a mistake. We need to set mode equal to W. Now that will work. Done. And if we look at our files, we will have an output.txt. Now all of the numbers are in a text file. Now that's a little advanced topic, but this is good to know. This is how we mostly work in real life. We don't do prints over and over and over and over. So this is it for this video, and I hope it all makes sense, and I will see you in the next one.